Hello aspirants, welcome to CSAP IS Academy. Myself Apurba again welcomes you to the another video on 8th Pay Commission. I have explained the complete analysis of the 8th Pay Commission. What do we mean by Pay Commission? We have already done the complete analysis. The complete analysis link is attached in the description. You can click the link and see the earlier video. But in this video we will be discussing which is very exciting, that what will be your salary after 8th Pay Commission. Okay, those who are working under the central government, their salary will be increased to how much, that we will discuss today with a full calculation. We will see the 6th Pay Commission, 7th Pay Commission as well as the 8th Pay Commission. All right, so let's start. But before starting, I want to tell you, if you are willing to practice regular MCQs, then you can follow my Instagram channel, that is @pencil_Apurba. There you will find daily MCQs in my stories, or you can also attempt the previous MCQs that has already we have been uploaded. You have to just visit the highlights in my profile. You will get the earlier MCQs as well. Okay. Also, I would like to tell you that this Republic Day CSAP IS Academy is offering a very good discount on the GS Foundation batches that is going to start very soon. If you are interested, you can call in this particular number. All right. Now let's begin. What is Pay Commission? Okay, so we have already discussed, we have completed an analysis on Pay Commission and the 8th Pay Commission, but still a brief introduction about the Pay Commission is the Pay Commission, it is a central government's organization or an arrangement which every 10 years it revises your salary. The Pay Commission is a body set up by the central government or Government of India periodically to revise and recommend changes in the salary structure of its employees and pensioners. All right. So, salaries of employees and the pension of the pensioners. That means the salary that the employees are drawing currently after the Pay Commission, after the implementation of the recommendation of the Pay Commission, the salary will be increased, as well as the pension of the pensioners will also be increased. All right. So you can see here the thumbnail I have given you. So you will find this video on the YouTube channel of CSAP IS Academy, 8th Pay Commission complete analysis. The link has been attached in the description. You can click the link and just watch the complete analysis. Okay. Now, before understanding what will be your salary, the salary calculation that we will be discussing today, before that, I would like to explain you few terms. If you understand these few terms, then automatically it will be easier for me as well for you to understand the basic calculation of salary. First is pay band. Now, what is pay band? Pay band, it is a pay band is a salary range in which the government employees pay is fixed based on their rank, or you can say there is something called pay. Within inverted commas, I am writing pay. Pay in pay band. Pay in pay band. Now, what does this mean? See here example, pay band 1, pay band 2 and pay band 3. There are two more pay band, but just for an instance, I have bought this 3 pay band. Here you can see a range that 5,200 to 20,200. All right. Similarly, in pay band 2, there is also a range. In pay band 3, there is also a range. Now, what does this range means? This range means that your salary will belong in this particular range. Any amount will be your salary in this range. That is known as pay in pay band. Suppose you are in pay band 1. Now suppose your salary is rupees 10,000 or your basic pay is 10,000. Okay, here you get another term known as basic pay. Now what is this basic pay? The basic pay, it is the pay in pay band. This 10,000 lies in this pay band 1. Now if somebody is drawing salary, say for example, or basic pay, not drawing, I'm sorry, drawing salary of 30,000, that means this 30,000 is in pay band 2, because the pay band 2 you will find in 9,300 to 34,800. Alright, so your salary will be between this particular range. Now how does this range is determined? This range is determined by based on rank, based on seniority, or based on the job role. So this is known as pay band. Earlier pay band, there used to exist pay scale, alright, which was little bit complex, but it has been changed and got pay band. Okay, next you will find grade pay. Now what is this grade pay? Now grade pay, it is another payment inside the pay band that will be added to your basic salary. It is a fixed component within a pay band that reflect the hierarchical level of an employee added to the basic pay to calculate total salary. That means this is your basic pay, and again from this range another amount will be added to the basic pay. That pay is known as grade pay, and the grade pay is determined by the hierarchy of the employee, in which hierarchy the employee belongs to. The next term that you will find, it is the fitment factor. Now what do we mean by fitment factor? The fitment factor, it is the multiplication factor. Alright, it is the multiplication factor that is used to calculate the revised salary. Suppose your basic pay has to be increased by the recommendation of the pay commission. Okay, the pay commission will recommend a certain increment. By how much it will increase? Say for example, your salary is 10,000. A certain pay commission recommended, let's make your salary more by multiplying it by 2, make the salary double. This multiplicative factor into 2 is known as fitment factor. Now this fitment factor is based on various factors like inflation or the standard of living of the country, money supply, etc., etc. That we have already discussed in the earlier video. You can go and check. This is fitment factor. Now say for example, you see here the 6th pay commission, its fitment factor was 1.86. That means your basic salary will be increased by 1.86, means your basic salary into 1.86. That will be the revised salary. Next, 7th pay commission, its fitment factor was 2.57. That means the revised salary under 6th pay commission multiplied by 2.57 will be the revised salary as per 7th pay commission. Now the 8th pay commission, now it is expected, because many people thinks currently that 8th pay commission has been implemented. No, 8th pay commission, the government has just constituted the commission. It will require few months or a year to get the recommendation, and the recommendation will be up to the central government, that the central government will implement it or not. So, but an idea from the market is the 8th pay commission, which is expected to give a rise which is 3.0 or higher. In some news channels or some news blogs, you will find that it may be 2.87. Okay, so because the range is not sure, just we are assuming that the salary under 7th pay commission will be revised by multiplying with 2.873 or even higher. The number is not clear yet. Along with that, the allowances. Now what are allowances? Okay, allowances are some incremental factor with your salary. These are some additional factor with your salary due to some purpose, like dearness allowance. Dearness allowance means ki, as we know, there is inflation in Indian economy and there will always be inflation in Indian economy. That's why the central government periodically increase a salary based on the inflation rate. Suppose your inflation rate in economy is 6%, then your DA will also be 6% additionally. Just I am giving you a bird's eye view, but the calculation is little bit different. Then travel allowance, it is also known as transport allowance, it is also known as conveyance allowance. That means if you are traveling from your home to office, so government will give you travel allowance. Then comes the HRA, house rent allowance, that you have shifted to some place, your posting is somewhere else, so you can take government quarters. If you do not take government quarters, then government will pay you house rent allowance. Hope this is clear to all of you. Okay, now let's start with the pay commission. Okay, the sixth pay commission, which was constituted in 2006. The sixth pay commission, it introduced the concept of pay bands. Now already we have explained what is pay band. Instead of individual scales, I told you earlier there used to pay scale, but after sixth pay commission it brought pay band, one singular number inside a range, that is pay band, and each post had a grade pay. Okay, the concept of grade pay and pay band was brought by the sixth pay commission. Okay, you can just remember it. It is very helpful for examination. Question may come like this: pay band and grade pay, the concept brought by which of the following commission? Pay commission. Fitment factor, the fitment factor was 1.86, which was applied on the basic pay. Always remember the fitment factor, the incremental factor, will be only multiplied to the basic pay, not on the total salary. Suppose your total net gross salary is 50,000, 50,000 into 1.86. No, your basic pay, whatever will be your basic pay will be multiplied by the fitment factor. All right. Then the sixth pay commission offered an annual increment set at 3% of the sum of pay in the pay band and grade pay. That means annually the salary will be increased by 3%. Also dearness allowance, HRA, transport allowance were restructured. So you will find every pay commission they restructure these particular allowances. Now if you see the chart here, there is a calculation of the sixth pay commission salary. Okay, now see the formula here written is basic pay into this 1.86 is what? It is the fitment factor. Fitment factor plus grade pay plus allowances. Say for example, a person whose salary basic pay was 10,000, whose basic pay was 10,000 multiplied by the fitment factor, that is 1.86 under sixth pay commission. Hence his basic pay increased up to 18,600. Alright. Earlier the basic pay was 10,000. After multiplying with the fitment factor, the basic pay became 18,600. So the new basic pay is 18,600. New basic pay. All right. Next, grade pay, that is a fixed amount. Fixed amount, say 4,200 will be added with the basic pay. Then comes the DA, dearness allowance, that is 10% on what? 10% on basic pay. 10% on basic pay. Our basic pay was what? Basic pay was 18,600 and grade pay. Basic pay plus GP. 18,600 plus 4,200 into 10%. Okay, that is 2,280 added as DA. Then comes your HRA, that is same on basic pay plus grade pay. Transport allowance will be fixed, and here you arrived at the total salary or gross salary. All right. So this is the salary calculation under sixth pay commission. So you just remember this, here the 10,000 basic pay, he is now getting 31,240 along with the allowances. Now let's see the seventh pay commission. Okay, sixth pay commission gone, seventh pay commission implemented on 2016. So the seventh pay commission, it revised the pay band and grade pay. Okay, it brought a new concept called pay matrix. Okay, you can see here it is pay matrix. Now let's first of all understand what do we mean by pay matrix. So in your screen you can see a chart here. So this is known as a matrix. Now here you will see in the first column level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and there in the row you will see index 1, index 2, index 3, index 4, index 5. Alright. Now it depends on the employee where he lies. Say for example, a employee whose level is 6, level 6 employee, okay, and index and his index is index 3. That means his pay is 37,400. That means now how the level will be, uh, how you will know about the level, how you will know about the index. Now the level is determined by the post, at which post the employee is working, and the index is determined the experience, how many years the employee is working with central government. This is known as pay matrix. All right. So from the pay band and grade pay will be take out from the pay matrix. All right, and not separately pay band and grade pay. So next we get the pay, basic pay from the pay matrix, then the fitment factor. Now what is the fitment factor offered by the 7th pay commission? It is, or it was 2.57. 2.57. That means if somebody was getting 10,000, now it will be multiplied by 2.57. Now annual increment, it remained the same, no change, 3%. 6th pay commission also recommended 3%, 7th also recommended 3%. HRA revised. Now HRA was revised, it was based on city, on which city you stay. You are staying in a metro, you are staying in a non-metro. So on the basis you are in a tier 1 city, tier 2 city, tier 3 city, based on the city the HRA was fixed, or the percentage was fixed, and allowances were rationalized. Now again here you can see the calculation. See the calculation, same calculation. If somebody's basic pay was 10,000, it will be multiplied by 2.5%, 2.57, and the basic pay, revised basic pay, will be your 25,700 after 7th pay commission. All right, the DA 17%, HRA 24%, depending, it depends on the inflation and it depends on the type of city. Transport allowance will be fixed and he will get 39,837. So you will see the 7th pay commission, it is giving a better remuneration. Now let's talk about the 8th pay commission, which is actually the expected. We do not know exactly, we do not know what is the fitment factor or what will be the DA. We are just anticipating it, okay, as per the news that we have read. Now the fitment factor may be 3% or higher, or it may be 2.8%. All right, we will just take into consideration as 3. And the increment may remain at 3%. All right. Also the pay matrix, it is expected to introduce higher starting salaries. Okay, means the starting salary or the basic pay will be now more than the previous basic pay. It is quite obvious. Okay, now let's see the calculation here. Now suppose if the pay matrix is uh, from pay matrix 10,000, it will be not be 10,000, it will be way more than 10,000. Just making the examples more even. So if the basic pay was 10,000, now it will be 30,000 because we will multiply it by 3. That means just think, if somebody was drawing 10,000 as basic pay till now, from 2026, after the implementation of the 8th pay commission, his basic pay will be 30,000. So 30,000, now all the allowances, DA at 20%, that means added 6,000, HRA 27%, depending on the city 8,100, and transport allowance 4,000 fixed. So now it will be 48,100. That means if you go for a calculation, now you will, if there is no fitment factor, suppose 10,000 is the old basic pay. So 10,000 plus 20%, that is what, 12,000. 12,000, then again 27%, say 2,700, 14,700. So apparently, without the fitment factor of the 8th pay commission, the person now would be getting maximum 30,000 salary. But after the 8th pay commission, the salary will rise to 48,100 or more, approximately 48,100. All right. So I hope the explanation is clear. I hope you now know how to calculate the government salary. It is quite interesting for me to make you understand, and I hope that you have also got the knowledge of how to calculate salary. What are these technicalities in calculation of salary? All right. So again, I am telling you, if you want to practice regular MCQs, then you can follow my Instagram channel, that is @pencil_Apurba. And if any one of you want to take GS Foundation course from CSAP IS Academy, so you can just call in the number to avail the special discount this Republic Day. And please remember, the offer is still valid till 26th of January 2025. So signing off from this video, we will meet in the next video. Sure shot. Thank you so much.